Namaste. Namaste. Poor namaste. Poor namaste. And everybody welcome. Welcome to the art of the word that I am from the heart. It's the good I do for others. For it feels so good to me. It's my work and not the work of another. When I'm giving you the word that I'm doing my work, I'm one with the source and I cannot stop, and I'm doing in alignment with myself in the moment in greatest joy. So I do good for others. But I will never do what doesn't feel right to me for others. For it is not good. It is not good for others and it is not good for me. And yes, in this video, I want to tell you to do your work, what feels right to you for others. That you should not be good. You're not here to be goody good. And you know what I mean by being good. By being good, I don't mean doing good, because I'm doing good now, the highest good. I'm teaching people how to get free of suffering, not to suffer for others. Good that when others want help, others want something from you, others want to do in your energy something that doesn't feel right to you. But you must be good. You must do right. And you must do it. Because you must be goody. And it's a good thing. Because it's something good that they want. And they want help. Or something good that they're doing in their energy. They can do it to everyone else. It doesn't feel right to you. You don't want to put up with it. You don't want to do it. And you should not. You should not do that. No. It is not good. It is not good for you because you are suffering for others, going against yourself, for others, giving your power away, being a sacrifice. And it's not good for others. You're teaching them that they should be sacrificed and they should suffer for others, and that they can expect others to suffer for others, for them, so they can suffer and become a sacrifice and never master, and they can exploit others so that masters are to sacrifice themselves for them. No, this is not love. This is not love. Whatever doesn't feel right to you in your heart and others want from you, or in your energy are doing it, expect from you. It's bad for you. It's not right for you. It doesn't feel right in your energy. It feels like you don't want to do it because what they want from you doesn't resonate with who you are, with your heart. It is not your work, but the work of another. You want to know why you do it? It's work of another. And if you're doing it, you are being a sacrifice, giving your power away, suffering for others. And you call it love, you call it good, you call it that you do it right. But no, it's not right. It is your ego blaming you for who you are. It doesn't feel to you that you should do that for others. Others may suffer, they may want help. But you have your reasons. You are tired, you don't have time, okay? You don't feel the most important. In your energy, you don't feel this is your work. It doesn't feel like your work. It feels like, oh, this is suffering. I don't want to do this. But then your ego starts, you have to be good. I have to be good. I have to do it because it's a good and I have to be a good person. And then you go against yourself. You suffer going against yourself, being sacrificed for others. You're teaching them suffering. It's suffering for others to set them free of suffering. You cannot set them free of suffering. You only make them suffer more. So it's not good for you, it's not good for them. It's actually your ego blaming you for who you are, for doesn't feel right to you, and it is not your work because it doesn't feel right to you, because in your true self, in your heart, you feel this is not my work, this doesn't feel right to me, I don't want to do it for your reasons. You feel why, but your ego blames you. They need help. It is good. You must be good person. You must suffer for them. You must go against yourself. Then you don't do your work. And you're being a sacrifice. You never become a master. You're being sacrifice of others. It is guilt. You're doing it out of guilt. Your ego blaming you. You are not good enough. You should be good. Judging you what is right and wrong. You should do right. Just like others. You should be just like others. Put up with it. Do it because it is good. You must be goody goody. But you are bad. You suffer to set others free. And how can you suffer to set others free? Only teach them suffering. And they suffer already. And you suffer yourself. You know why? You know why you do it. You know why you do it. Because society and your parents, this system, they programmed you that you have to be good, just as they say that you have to do things in school, what they want from you, what you hate to do, what doesn't feel right, because you have to be good and you have to obey and you have to be good. Yeah. And parents also told you always how you should behave, what you should do, and you always had to pretend to your relatives, to people that you don't know, to people you don't like. You have to, and you had to do what they wanted from you, and that didn't feel like you, didn't feel right for me, but you had, they told you this is, you have to stop being bad. You felt you don't want to do it. It is who you are. It is, you felt it is who you are. You don't want to do it. It doesn't resonate with you. But they told you this is bad and you have to be good and do what you don't like, what doesn't feel right to you for others. So you please them. So they become happy. And they called it good. They said this is good when you are bad to yourself, suffering for others. So you only please them. And that's why now all your life you think that is good, that you have to suffer for others if they want something from you. Or they are doing something in your energy, that you are bad if you are truthful and sincere to how you feel in your heart. You know. But it's not you. This is. And then you have to do good. You have to be good. And you're bad if you are not truthful and sincere. And you are only bad to yourself and you are deceiving others. You are deceiving them. You are doing what you suffer for them. And you say that it's love. And you say that you love it. And you're putting up with it. You build resentfulness. You build hate. And you can end up mentally sick, drained. You are suffering for others non-stop because you think it is good and you non-stop doing it for others when they want it. And many of them comes and they want things from you and you think it is good and you have to sacrifice yourself. You give all your energy away, everything away. And you are a sacrifice. You're suffering for others. You end up hating yourself and hating others. And you never master yourself. You never become a master, but you sacrifice in others controlling you and taking your energy, and you do for others everything what they want from you. And so many of them come because it is good and you are completely drained in separation from yourself. You never do what is right for you. You never do what is in your heart. You never master your craft. You never have time to do that what is right, what you feel like you want to do. Only if nobody expects from you to do something what doesn't feel right to you. Otherwise, you're always suffering from others. You remain a sacrifice. You never become a master. You never master your craft because you are never doing what feels right, what brings joy to your heart. You are always suffering for others. You are always being good. And then you also never master yourself. You never practice. You never master your craft. You never become a master. You are always being a sacrifice. And you never doing what is in your heart, what you love, to become a master, to master your craft, to do greatest things, and to, in doing greatest things, to achieve your greatest dreams, whatever your heart desires, because you're suffering for others and you call it good. And it is bad. You're being bad to yourself only. You're being bad to yourself only. But you call it that you have to be good. First of all, you owe no energy to no one. To no one, you owe no energy. That's karma. Out of guilt, out of your ego blaming you that you are not good enough, when others want your energy, you don't want to give, you suffer for them, you give your power away, you create karma. And you think now that others owe you energy, you owe them energy. You have to understand that you are free, you are on your own path, and you have free will, and you are master in control of your energy. You choose to who you give energy, and you choose what you do. You are free. You are not a sacrifice. You don't owe your energy to no one. What you do for others is a gift of love, and you only can do it out of love, in joy. If you love to do it, then you actually give them your love 144%, and you free them of suffering because you're giving them joy and love in free will. If you suffer for them, you give them your worst self, you 1%, and you suffer for them, you even resent them, you hate them, you are a sacrifice, and you are giving them suffering that you are doing for them. You suffer for them, you're teaching them suffering. They are to suffer because you're creating karma. Now you are to resent them and blame them. You even end up mentally sick and something and like this. No. You have to understand. Whatever you want to give, your energy, whatever others want from you, you are a gift of love. And you choose from your heart if you are to give it. You choose. Others, you are a gift for others. And your energy is a gift. And you owe only to give what your heart desires and do what your heart desires. That's your work. That's your work. And that's how you master your craft. If you say no to everything what doesn't feel right and others want from you and expect from you and push and gaslight and blame you if you don't give them, like you owe them your energy, like you are not free. And that's why you all suffer in this world. When you say no to everyone who wants something from you, who's doing something in your energy that doesn't feel right to you, you get your divine power back. You get your master power back. And you don't expect from others to do what doesn't feel right to them. You free them. Like you say no, you don't expect from others to do what they don't want to do. You check if they really want to do it. If they don't, you don't want them to suffer for you. You are free of karma. You see, and you are doing only what feels right to you. You say no to what doesn't. You are your master, your own master of your own power, and what feels right to you. Like I'm giving you this word. I'm not doing messenger. I don't do comments. Like I don't even check them for days and like this. But I want to give you my best word, what I'm here to do. And these are the teachings to set yourself free from suffering. You have to do it yourself. And this is what I'm here to do, to write and create videos and whatever that you are here to do, to help others, to chat with others, to guide others, to feed homeless, to sing, to write poetry, to write a book, take care of animals. You do that. What your heart desires, you do that for others. What feels right to you. And if you will do it, and it feels right to you, in doing it, you will find what is your craft, your mastery, and in doing it, practicing it, and saying no to everything what others want and doesn't feel right, you are to become a master in your own power, and you are to master yourself. You know, you are to master your craft, and in your divine power, you are to be a master. And you are to find your mastery, and you are to master your craft, what you are here to do, what feels right to you in your heart. For whatever feels right to you is what you are here to do. And if you do it, you find your divine power, you find your mastery, and you find master that you are, and you build the master you are, the master of your craft. Like I build the spiritual master that I am through teaching, through writings, and through actually being a spiritual master, telling no to people's minds and everything what they expect, and never allowing them to do to me what I never do to anyone. That's how I master, spiritual master that I am, in teaching, writing, teaching, and responding like a spiritual master, and allowing no one to control me, and to create no karma and suffering out of no attachments, not following guilt and fear. For I'm here in example to teach others how to be free of guilt and fear, how to be free of doing for others what they hate, what they suffer in, so they don't create karma, and they set themselves free and set others free, and they can find their own mastery, their own craft in saying no to what doesn't feel right to them, and others want it. In this way, they get their divine power back, their self, and in doing, mastering, practicing what their heart desires, you find your mastery, you master your craft. Because in doing it, mastering, I master the spiritual master that I am, and I'm teaching as a spiritual master to others to set themselves free of suffering, and I have to be free of that suffering. So I'm the first one who should never do for others what they want from me if it's not what I want to do, what doesn't feel right to me. And messenger is such a thing, and guiding in comments and like this. And then if I want to be a spiritual master, I have to be example. I have to actually practice my craft, and then I have to say no to everything what doesn't feel right to me and everyone who wants it from me. That's how it is. For no, it is not good if you do for others what you suffer in, what you don't like. For you will waste your time, you will never master yourself, you will never master your craft, become the master that you are to do greatest thing. You will not. You will suffer for others, you will remain a sacrifice. And it's not bad if you don't do it for others. It's actually good. For it doesn't feel right to you, for it is not your work. It is not what source, yourself, your soul desires you to do in your heart. It is not your work. And that's why it feels in your energy that it is not your work. For you are here to do and practice and do for others, serve others in a way that feels right to you, like I'm teaching and creating videos. And in that you will find yourself, your greatest master, your greatest service, and do greatest things and achieve greatest things and be your greatest self. greatest master doing greatest things, having greatest lives. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is your work. And whatever others want and doesn't feel right to you, for any reason you feel it in yourself, it's not your work. It's work of another. And we are so unique and authentic in our divine nature. We all are different. Like, I cannot stand messenger and all this thing and personal guidance, but some enjoy it in the same way like I enjoy peace and creating videos and writing and doing poetry. Some enjoy messenger in the same way, and they enjoy guiding personally people in the same way. So it's not my work. I don't like it, and it feels like the worst thing to me, because I'm not here to do this. I'm here to teach, make videos, and in this way I'm to reach my heavenly glory, greatest mastery that I am, and teach masses how to get free of their suffering, doing for others what doesn't feel right to them. You know. And the one who loves messenger and loves to guide personally, he should do that. And he loves to do it in same way like I love peace and messenger. And if I'm doing it, I'm not doing my work, I'm doing work of another. I'm hating it, suffering in it, and giving my worst self. I'm not helping anyone. And actually, we are so unique and authentic that we are here different and unique. We are here, everyone, to do the work, which are so many different and unique varieties of services that angels on earth are here to do. You are an angel on earth. And what doesn't feel right to you, somebody else is there who is their work and they have to do it, is the greatest joy of their heart. It is their work, not your work. You have to do your work and never work of another. For you are not doing your work, being a sacrifice, suffering for others, teaching them, giving them suffering only, and you are depriving that one from their work. And that's why I say to them, I'm a teacher, I'm a spiritual master. I will not guide you by hand. This is not what I'm here to do. I am doing here what I do. You are welcome to my class. Answer is within you. But we are different and unique here on earth to do all the services for others. And there is somebody outside who is here on earth to do for you just that what you want from me. It is not me, for I would suffer in it. It goes against me. It doesn't feel right to me. And that person who is there, that being is there to do that work. It is their work, not mine. And if you sincerely search and sincerely want help, and if Source wants you to give you personal guidance, you are to find them. And they are here to do their work. I'm here to do my work, to give you my word, out of the word that I am from the heart, and the answer is within you. And I'm a spiritual master teacher. The answer is revealed out of silence of the mind. I give guidance so you can save yourself, so you can heal yourself from suffering, from your mind, from doing whatever doesn't feel right to you. For it is not right, it is not good. You should stop being good, and you should be truthful and sincere to how you feel to others and yourself, and never do what doesn't feel right to you for no one. For no one. For it is not your work. For who cannot take it, they do not love you for who you are. They do not love you for who you are. This is who you are. They do not want your service. They do not want your help. They only want your energy. They want to consume you. They only care for what they want from you. That's why you should say no to what doesn't feel right to you. For those who can take it, they know that your energy is sacred. They don't want you to suffer. For them, they want to get free of suffering, and they respect you and love you as a gift. They care how you feel, and they will say like to me, okay, I understand. They know that I'm doing my work and I don't expect nothing from them, and they are welcome to my work. And they will say, I love you, I care how you feel, I don't expect from you nothing. They love you for who you are, and they really want your help because they respect your help, who you are. And those who gaslight you and blame you that you are not loved, that you should save them, that you should help them, and who do you think that you are, that you don't save them and you don't suffer for them, they don't care for you. They don't care how you feel. They actually want to blame others and gaslight others so others would suffer for them and do what they want for them. But in this way, they are creating such bad karma. They are taking your divine power away. They are making you to suffer for them, and they are blaming you for it so that you suffer even more. And they create such a karma for themselves that they are to suffer, and they will have to pay for everything. They will have to get the results for it, for what they are doing. You're not helping them, you know. If they blame you, gaslight you, so that you help them, you save them, you suffer, so you save them from suffering, they will eventually get such terrible karma out of this. You only give your power away and become a sacrifice, suffer for them, and they will suffer out of that terrible thing that they are doing to you. They want you to suffer for them, and if you don't want them, if you tell them you don't owe them no energy, like they owe to you nothing, and you want peace and from them that you giving to them, and you love you, and you want them to love you as you love them, you never expect from them to do what doesn't feel right to you. They will suffer. They will suffer for karma they are creating. And you are being good to no one. You are being in ignorance, giving your power away in your ego. Your ego is blaming you for who you are, for how you feel. So you would suffer in ego. You're not being bad to yourself, bad to others. And you're being a sacrifice. And you're doing work of another, not your own work. So you should do your own work and never work of another. So you free yourself from more suffering and become a greater master as I am. You know? Yeah. In doing your work, I master myself in giving you my word and being myself and saying no to everything what doesn't feel right to me and not doing anything what doesn't feel right to me. No guilt. It's your ego blaming you for who you are. So you would never become a master, and you would give your power away, and you will remain a sacrifice, doing what doesn't feel right to you for others. So you would be good and not yourself, not a master. To say no to others, you have to be bad. But you are only bad to stand up for yourself. You don't attack no one, you don't expect nothing from no one. You don't expect them to do for you anything what doesn't feel right to them. So you are just not allowing them to do to you what you don't do to them. Like this. Do your work and never work of another, and you will become a greatest master in your own craft, in doing what you love, and you will stop doing what you don't like. You will master your craft. You will do greatest things. And free yourself from all suffering. And only people who love you will be in your life, who appreciate your work because this is what you are here to do. And they can receive it with open heart. They respect and love you for who you are. Some want to exploit masters only. They want masters to suffer for them. That's not love. They want somebody to save them from suffering, and they want that one to suffer in it, and they blame them for it. Master know that they are destroying themselves, and the master know that master is free of suffering and doesn't want to suffer as a sacrifice, so doesn't allow them to create bad karma for themselves and to turn me into a sacrifice out of a master. I'd rather lose them. Do your own work and never work of another. I give you my word, my work, and never work of another. And through my work, you can set yourself free from all suffering. You do it yourself. If you find anything valuable in the art of the word that I am, you better appreciate it, for this is what I do. I write my book here. I don't do anything else on Facebook. And I do a lot. If you want to save yourself from your suffering, from your mind, from your karma, art of the word that I am may guide you. I give you my word. It's free. I'm open to donation, and I'm so happy everyone can give me a donation, but only gift of your heart, that your heart desires to do in greatest joy, to give me in greatest joy. Only such gift is accepted. For this is love. You are not suffering for me. You are doing it out of love, and it's good. And thank you. But maybe you receive more than you could ever give. For if I'm free, like I say that I am, only Source knows that I am, that I speak the truth that I am. And empowerment in giving we receive. But I receive only donation that is given to me free from the heart, like I give you word that I am from the heart, for I will not suffer for you, to be good, to chat with you, to deal with comments and all this too much. No, I don't do anything what doesn't feel right to me, and I have no guilt about it. But I'm so grateful for every single donation. Without your donation, there would be no art of the word that I am. I'm so grateful, and I love you so much. And if no donation is too small, no donation is too big, I'm so grateful, and you literally give me the energy that I can do my work in this world so others can get free of this world, you know. So I appreciate it so much. And you received some help, some assistance from my work, and I want to give you something special. You know what I want to give you? I will do white light source healing on you on distance. I see in PayPal your email address. It's enough. This is not something you buy. This is not something. I don't do messenger. I'm not that kind of a healer. I don't want to know anything about it. You only have my word that for every donation I do most profound energy healing, quantum white light healing session beyond time and space on your being. I give you my word, I do it, and I'm so clairsentient, I don't need to know anything. And you don't need to know when and how. It's quantum beyond time and space. You only have my word that if you give me any donation, you receive my healing. But why would I tell to you anything? I work on your energy, on your being. I visualize you and feel you free of all your suffering. And I purify you, and I fill you up with white light, with diamonds. I really take my time and my energy, and whatever you do with my healing, you do it yourself. My healing works on you as much as you work on yourself. And if you would tell me everything about everything, it will not be any different if you tell me nothing. For you receive the healing. And as much as you work on yourself, healing works on you. And if you must be good and you must suffer for others, you must put up with what doesn't feel right to you. You must do it for others and you suffer for others, for you must be good. You'll be a sacrifice. You will suffer for others. No one can heal you. No one can save you. My healing can only momentarily help you to feel better. But if you stop doing for others out of guilt, your ego blaming you for what doesn't feel right to you and what you don't want to do, you know, you heal yourself from more suffering, from what doesn't feel right to you, from more karma, and you take your divine power back. You master yourself into greatest master of your own craft, and you heal yourself, you save yourself. I give you my word only, and for every single donation, I do healing. But my healing works on you just as my teaching to everyone, as much as you work on yourself. And everyone, I give you my word. Stop being a sacrifice. Stop being a sacrifice. But be a master. Greater master as I am. I give you my word. Poor namaste. Don't do out of guilt. This is not good. You're bad to yourself and others. Be good to yourself and others. Be truthful and sincere to how you feel. Don't be a lie. You know, brother pretended to me, a friend pretended to me that just to please me, he said something what he didn't mean. He did completely different, and it was about me. And he thought he wanted to please me. I was very angry. He wanted to be good. He wanted to be goody goody. But I told him if he ever do this again, he will lose me. But this is another story. I give you my word that I am from the heart. Free yourself from suffering. You are always good enough. Don't be goody goody. Do. Be truthful and sincere. Do for others what feels right to you. Stop being your ego blaming you for who you are. And doing out of guilt what you suffer in. Create karma and suffering for yourself. I'll give you my word. Poor namaste.